Peekaboo back with another video, and I wanted to come tap in with y'all and see what y'all had to think about breaking news today about Diddy, aka Love, aka the Diddler. Him being found not guilty on 3 of the 5 charges. He was guilty on 2 of them for the sex trafficking or the prostitution one. The main one though is the Rico. He didn't get indicted on that, or he didn't get found guilty on it. That's what I mean. And that was a big one, because that one he could have spent anywhere from what 20 years to life, 25 to life with that one. So that one was the biggest one. You know, we all thought Diddy was done for. Stick a fork in that boy. We thought it was over with. We've been following this trial for some days now. So actually, it's been weeks. You know, I think it's been like 2 months. It's a little over 2 months. So, man, Diddy done beat the feds, man. That boy done beat the case. That's crazy, man. And it's not easy to beat the feds. It's really not. And congrats to Diddy on that. You know, but in my book, he's still guilty. You know what I'm saying? Diddy won, man. He won. They embarrassed the hell out of him. Diddy a freaky boy, you know. He done got embarrassed. All his business been put out on blast, you know. All his little kinks and stuff. Basically, what I got from this is the jury found Diddy not guilty. The jury just basically said, y'all some hoes. Cassie, Jane Doe. They just said y'all freaky. Diddy ain't do nothing illegal, you know. He just, you know, you just a freak bull, you know. And it just basically boils down to basically Cassie was freaky, Jane Doe was freaky. Y'all some hoes, basically, you know. Y'all was getting paid to have sex with these sex workers and all that. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy on what happened. Now Diddy does still face 10 years in prison. Each charge can carry up to 10, I believe. And he has no criminal history. So I believe Diddy will get on the lighter side of sentencing. So I think the most he'll get is 10 years for each charge. And they're probably gonna run them concurrent, not consecutively, just because he has no criminal history. So that means he's gonna do probably the most is probably he could do 5, 7, even 10 years at the most for both charges being run concurrent. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, man, Diddy's back, and I feel bad because all them people that turned their back on Diddy when all the allegations came out and everything, and you seen people started to back off on Diddy and not be there for your boy. I think Diddy gonna hold a grudge against a lot of people, man. Everybody was making fun of Diddy, tweeting about him, you know, thinking that he was gonna be gone for the rest of his life. And you know, when the accusations came out, it's hard to stand behind somebody like that. But Diddy's a powerful dude, man. He is a very powerful man in the music industry, and it's gonna be interesting to see when Diddy does become free. What's gonna happen, because a lot of people turn their back on Diddy, and he's a billionaire. Diddy still got power, even now. There's a lot of people probably shaking in their boots right now because they know they turned their back on Diddy. and they're gonna have to face whatever Diddy decides to do with that. And it's just crazy. Yeah, Cassie was a victim and all that. You know, what he did wasn't right, but this ain't a domestic violence case. Yeah, he beat her and all that, you know, kicked her in the head and all that. You know, and he abused her, but this wasn't a domestic violence case. That wasn't even one of the charges. If that was one of the charges, he would have definitely been found guilty on that. But they got it on video, man. But that's not what this was. This was about him, you know, doing freak bull stuff, you know. So they denied Diddy's bond, so he's probably gonna stay locked up until sentencing, which could take several weeks. So the prosecutor made sure to keep that boy locked up for right now. I didn't see a problem with him getting bond because he ain't a flight risk and all that, and you know. But I guess they made a point to where when they did capture him, when they did catch Diddy at the hotel when they arrested him, he was committing crimes still. They say he had drugs in the hotel room. I think he was about to have a freak off or something like that, because I think they said they found baby oil and all that. So they saying that he might still break the law if he was set free until sentencing. Shout out to Brian Steele and all Diddy's attorneys that got him this victory today. It was a big win. This is going to go down in history as one of the times that you can beat the feds, because the feds do have like a 99% success rate when they do convict somebody. And it's just one of them times when powerful people get in that courtroom with the feds. It just shows you how powerful Diddy was still, how powerful he still is, you know. And it's just crazy. Yeah, Diddy spent a lot of money on his lawyers and all that. I did not see this coming. I really didn't see this coming. I thought Diddy was going to be convicted. I thought he was going to at least do some time. I didn't think he was going to do the rest of his life in prison, but I thought he was going to get a good little stench like R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly, I forget how much time they gave R. Kelly, but R. Kelly trying to get out now too, so that's a whole nother situation and a whole nother video. But yeah, man, Diddy beat the case, man. Found guilty of two of the 5 charges. The most important ones he's being found not guilty of, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it just shows you that he didn't really do nothing illegal. That's what I get from it. He's just freaky as hell. But the abuse and all that, that's still wrong, man. You know? That's still wrong. It did look like Cassie was participating in all of this stuff. It's not, the state failed to prove that Diddy was forcing her to do all of this stuff. And the credibility of Cassie was torn apart by the defense. She just seemed like she was a freak. She was sleeping with multiple men. Diddy was sleeping with multiple women that was just doing their thing to each other, and you know, that's not right. I guess Cassie just, I don't know. Cassie was just doing her little thing, being a freak, and thought that if she did this, she'd be with Diddy forever, or Diddy would eventually give her what she wanted, which was a family, and it just never happened. And I don't blame him, because why would you give a girl like that a family that's willing to do all this freaky stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he was paying them both. He was paying him and Diddy did get exposed and embarrassed and all that. But they found him not guilty. And that's crazy because I don't think anybody's seen this coming. Now it's just it's a waiting game to see how the sentencing gonna go and how much time they gonna give him. They denied his bond. He ain't getting no bond. Now Diddy gonna come home. He probably gonna come home before Halloween, probably before Thanksgiving. He probably gonna have a freak off, a coming home freak off. And I strongly advise Diddy to change after this. Don't be having no more freak offs, bro. Like, you got another chance at life. Don't come out here and blow it away because it's rare to beat the fucking feds. So don't play with them people, Diddy. When you do become free, I think he won't. But he's gonna get a lot of people back for when they turn their back on him while fighting this case. And it's gonna be interesting. It's just crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Show your boy some love. Support the channel. You know.